Hi, in this video, I am going to give a brief overview of the Health Check Analyzer, how it works, and how it helps to improve the performance of Datacom systems. This is the standard Broadcom disclaimer. The Datacom Health Check Analyzer is a web-based application that enables the users to discover valuable insights, best practices, and recommendations for their Datacom environment. It primarily uses the Datacom System List API to retrieve data from the dynamic system tables. After retrieving the data, it then analyzes the data using the preloaded Datacom best practices and generate a report. Using this report, users can prioritize and address any flagged issues to improve the performance of their Datacom system. It also allows the users to export data and reports in CVS format. Let's start the demo. This is the first screen you get after launching the Health Check Analyzer on any web browser. Here, you have two options. Either you can enter mainframe credentials and click on Sign In button to work with live data, or you can click on the sample data link to play with sample data. For this demo, I'm going to use sample data. So clicking on the sample data link. This is the Health Check Analyzer main screen. There are two buttons at the bottom of the left window. The first one is for help and support, and the second one shows who logged into the app. If we expand the help and support, it shows links for a help, support, and about page. If we expand the user button, it shows options for logout and to change the theme color. You can minimize the left window by clicking on the X mark at the top of the window. And you can expand if you want again. In the right window, there are four navigation buttons. The first one is select data source. Here we have the option to select a data source and to load data into the Health Check Analyzer. If you click on the select data source button, it shows a drop-down list of all data sources available. It also gives option to load sample data or to import CSV data from local system. If we select a data source and click apply, then it calls the Health Check View REST API to get live data. But for this demo, I'm selecting sample data here, and then click apply. It loads data and displays in nice tabular format. The table has different view tabs. The All Attributes tab shows all data attributes of database, index area, data area, and tables. But if you want to see a specific data, then you can click on individual tabs. Like if you want to see data rows specific to database, then you can click on the database attributes. Then the table shows rows related to database. If you want to see the rows related to index area, then you can click on the index area tab. It just shows all the rows related to index area. Here you can use global search or individual column search boxes to filter table data. For example, if you want to see only data related related to human resources, then you can type human resources in global search box like human hyphen resource. So then the table shows rows only related to human resources like this. Once you're good with this, then you can clear this filter by just clicking on the clear filter button. The health check analyzer gives users an option to export this table data in CVS format. In the right side corner of the top right side corner, there is a export button. So if you click on that button, export data in CVS format and saves into your local system. The next navigation tab is select rules. Here it displays all predefined rules that will get applied on the data to generate a health check report. All rules are pre-selected by default. Here the data ID column value specifies the column of the previous data table on which the rule is being applied. The rule ID is the unique ID for that rule. The test condition column value tells what condition is going to be applied on the data ID. The type column tells what type of rule it is, like informational or best practice, like that. The description column gives brief description of this rule, and the explanation gives detailed info of this rule and the best practice you can follow to improve the performance of the system. Here you have the option to uncheck any rule if you don't want to include for this health check analysis. For example, if you don't want to include like a third rule, like basically DB OCC name, you can just uncheck that rule. So it won't consider this rule for this data analysis. Here again, you can filter rules using the global filter or individual column filters. After verifying and selecting the rules, then you can click on the Analyze the Reports tab to generate the health check report. After you click on the Analyze Reports button, it applies all the selected rules on the data and generate the health check report. So this is the health check report generated using the selected rules. At the top, you can see the statistics of this health check report. Basically, it gives number of critical violations, major violations, and minor violations, and how many rules are safe and how many are technical info rules kind of information. This page also has sub-tabs like database, index, data area, or table info tabs to view specific rules related to these areas. Like if you want to see the rules specific to database, you can just click on the database info. It just displays the rules specific to database. And if you click on the index info, it displays the rules that are applied on the index data area, index data. Again, you have the option here to export this report in CVS format into your local system. So there is a button export report. If you click on that button, it exports this report and save it in CVS format. Another important thing here is if you want to see all data rows that are violating any specific rule, Then select that row and click on the Show Details button. For example, if we check this table pipeline rule, the rule result says 8 tables are violating this rule. Suppose if you want to see those 8 tables, then you can select this rule and then click Show Details button. Then it pops up a separate window and gives all those 8 tables that are violating that rule. If you want, you can export this report by clicking on the Export Report button. This is the report you can use to review and correct any flagged issues, so to improve the performance of Datacom systems. The fourth and the last navigation tab, Compare Reports, gives user the ability to compare two reports side by side. Here you can see the page split into two parts to display two reports to compare side by side. By default, it displays the recent generated report on both sides. You can see the statistics displayed on both sides. Right now, both are same because the report it displayed is the current generated report on both sides. But users can import a different report that was saved to the computer earlier. For example, if I want to compare the current report with a report I saved earlier, I keep the current report left side as it is and import the saved report right side. To import a report, click on the Import CSV button. Then it opens a window to load the report from your computer. Then you can select the report that was saved earlier. So I have the report saved earlier here. So I'm just importing that report. Once you select that, it imports and displays at the right side. Now, if we observe, the statistics are different for both reports. So for the current report, the critical violation is one only, but in the old report, there were two critical violations. Similarly, for the minor, in the current report, it shows 15. The old side shows minor 14 only. You can sort both tables using either rule ID or severity. So that will be easy for you to compare both reports. So if I sort using the rule ID at both sides, then it is easy for me to compare the rules side by side. So it displays data area ID first, and then right side also it says data area ID first. So you can compare these two rules by sorting based on the rule ID. Currently, it displayed all rules in both sides. But if you want to see only the rules that are not matching, then you can turn on the Show Differences Only toggle button at the top left side of the table. If I click on that bar, it just shows only differences on both sides. Here only two rules are not matching. In the current report, the last open rule shows severity measure and also tells 13 databases are violating this rule. But in the earlier report, the last open rule, severity shows critical, and also the rule result says there are 30 databases that are violating this rule. And if we check the table name rule, the severity shows minor and says 29 tables are violating this rule. But in the earlier report, this rule was the severity was for this rule was major and also tells 51 table names are violating this rule. Basically, this comparison helps to verify if there are any improvements or changes happened from the time the last report was generated. I hope this video gives required information to use the Health Check Analyzer to view data in nice tabular format and to generate health check reports. Thank you.